video is going to be my review on the Nyjah 2, but I think about this shoe after skating them for the past month. I think they're one of my favorite shoes that I've ever had from Nike SB. We're like a month into skating these and the mesh hasn't ripped yet and I can still skate them. But we're going to talk about that at the end of the video and also throughout the video, and I'm going to start off with a skate session that I had 2 weeks ago when I first started seeing some wear on these shoes, on the front of the shoe, and the laces started ripping a little bit. So let's go back to 2 weeks ago. Also, I'm in a new house. Look at this. I got a new bed. I'm in like the whitest room there's ever been. I feel like the neighbors can hear me speak from down below, and it feels really weird filming in this new room. At the same time, it also feels really sick to move out and have a place all to myself. And I got new shoes. On with the video, let's go. Please turn on. Full charge. Nice. Quick update, the Nyjah 2, this is what it's looking like now. You can see the black's kind of wearing off. This part of the lace really just snapped off so quickly, completely like unusable. I've tied up this lace so many different times I can't even count. Third lace is a way to snap, it's hanging on by like a tiny bit, and I'm not gonna rip it this time because once that does happen, there's only 2 laces left. I've not ripped the mesh yet, could possibly rip today. Weirdly, on this one though, like my switch foot, for some reason I'm getting a hole on the mesh even though I don't really do anything with this shoe. Maybe ollies, maybe heel flips, maybe I'm doing tricks wrong and I'm scraping it on the wrong place. I've heard people say like the tread gets kind of not that grippy after a couple sessions. For me, it stayed the same. It's still grippy, I still like it, which is weird because I usually find Nike really slidey, but these seems to be alright. Usually if it's not Vans, it's not a good shoe, it's not grippy, but for some reason the Nyjahs still got grip on them. Alright, let's try to go for back 50-50 on this ledge, front rock to roll in that quarter. I never do that, and I never do that trick at all. We'll do like something on that, maybe like a feeble fakie or like no stall revert out, come up, back disaster so I can come back this way, something over that, and then backside flip over, like a tray flip somewhere. Not that hard, but to get that on a line is gonna be kind of hard. I don't know, I'll just wing it. I'll keep going if I can keep going. Oh. Alright, I missed a couple tricks. We'll go again. I kind of forgot right as I started what I was even doing, but I think I got one now. Oh, messing up on the first trick. I always do the feeble instead of the 50. Scared I'm gonna clip up on this angle, so I always come at it like here, and then I'm always stuck there. Let's try lock on the 50 though, this try. Oh my god! That time was maybe worse than hitting the corner. That was terrifying. See, that's easy, but on that it's scary. Still didn't get it. This try, or I snap the board and I burn these shoes. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna burn the shoes, but I want to, because I should be able to do that. I know I can do it, but I just keep getting scared. Gotta turn my body this way so I can get on it. I made a big deal about this in my 100 kickflip video. The shoelaces, they will come out a lot. And a comment that I got a lot was just double knot your shoelaces. I have quadruple knotted these. I keep knotting them all the time. It doesn't work. Because of the shape of them, somehow they just slip right out and it's not fun. I also didn't get the front rock yet, so that's the next trick. Alright, let's try. That's another trick that I've been doing a lot, the musket flip. That was like the first way that I learned how to do a frontside flip. You know, like the weird kind of popped hard flip way. And then I learned like the other way, like the Reynoldsy way, the flippy way. I've been getting pretty good ones recently. Hello. You wanna chase me? Go! ate 3 flies when I done that. 3. This is what the shoe is looking like 2 weeks after the first 2-week update. Well, like 3 weeks now because we're 5 weeks in. There's 3 holes starting to form on the front of the shoe. Those 2 little black marks on the first 2 weeks have kind of broken through to the mesh underneath. It's not so much that it's going through to like the inside of the shoe, but it's just enough that I feel like they're gonna break anytime soon. Especially this one on the front of the shoe. I feel like if I pushed it hard enough, I could push my finger right through it, but I'm not gonna do that because I still want to skate these. There's like a small hole starting to form here and like a little bit going on up here. On the switch foot, there's like a hole starting to form here as well for some reason, which I don't know why because I barely skated any switch at all. The soles of the shoes are starting to look kind of flat. I think I have been like foot stopping quite a lot though, so I've kind of worn them down quite a bit. Also just like kind of sliding them about my board. I don't know why. I've been like really setting up my feet before I do tricks. Which by the way, since I've gotten these shoes, since I've put them on, all my tricks have been feeling so sick. It's been a while since I've had a skate shoe that I felt like didn't limit my skating in any way. Which sounds weird, but I've skated a lot of different shoes to make different shoe reviews, and it's the first time that a shoe has been like my exact perfect skate shoe. They've got good board feel, they're really grippy, they're really comfy, they're really flexible, they're really breathable. There's honestly not one bad thing I would say about these shoes other than the laces kind of ripping really quickly. Like even on the first session, this part of the lace ripped open, and then the second one like 2 weeks after. But I did also find out that these little parts that kind of stick out, you can push them to the inside of the shoe, which does protect them a little bit more. Like you can see the first ones, they're under on the inside. These second ones are like on the outside. Those can be pushed in and they can be covered by this like rubber bit around the laces. I like the look of them hanging on the outside, so I just kept them out because I thought it looked cool. They're like that 3M kind of thing. When light hits it, they kind of reflect a little bit and looks cool. The laces do come out a lot. Like you need to retie these shoes so many times because these circle laces just don't do anything. I feel like square laces like these don't really come undone and you don't need to retie them. But this is my first time skating like these weird kind of chunky circle ones, and these just keep coming undone, and then I just retie it into some Frankenstein knot like this. But up until now it has worked. My shoes have never fallen off even though the whole middle section of the laces is missing. I made sure to size up when I got these shoes because I feel like I have quite wide feet and I don't really fit Nike that well, and I felt like the Nyjah ones were just a little bit narrow and they hugged my feet just a little too tight. But for these ones, I don't know if it's because they put mesh on it or if they just made the sole of the shoe a little bit wider, but they do fit so much better. I feel like Vans fit my feet the best and they fit equally as comfy as them. They're like just as wide as Vans, which feels really weird because Nike are always like the most narrow shoe for me. Another difference from the Nyjah one, they kind of separated the inner sock a little bit, like the tongue is separate from the side of the shoe. So you can kind of like put it on a bit better and it just feels comfier. Also feel like it makes the shoes a little bit less hot when you're wearing them. My favorite thing about this shoe is just the way that it looks. I think it's so much nicer than the Nyjah one. I like it when there's like different parts to a shoe. Like this has got the black, this has got the white, it's got the red, black bit on the back with a white bit in the middle. When I look down at my feet when I skate, I can see like every part of the shoe and it's not just like one blank color. Sounds like a weird thing, but for me, like when I look down, it's so important that the shoe looks cool for some reason. If it looks good, I'm gonna skate it good. Another thing, that Nike SB on the bottom of the shoe, I still think is so cool. I'll be honest, if I wasn't making videos on these shoes, I probably wouldn't have bought them in the first place because they are a little bit expensive, and if I didn't like them, it wouldn't have been worth it at all. With only being able to skate them like a month and a half, it's not any longer than any other skate shoe. They don't last crazy long. So them being more expensive, if they weren't this good, I would say they wouldn't be worth it, but I think they are definitely worth it. I would recommend going to a skate shop and maybe trying them on before you get them, just to see how you like them first. Maybe half size or full size up, just to get the ones that fit you best. For me, I got them online and was just lucky that I got like the perfect size and they happen to just fit me really good. But I can also see that this probably isn't the right shoe for everyone because it's kind of a weird one. It's kind of like a running shoe, but it's not. For me, I like them. I think they've got really good flick and they're really comfy, and I just think they look really cool, so I'm gonna skate them really good. Weirdly, that's like the main thing for me. If a shoe just looks cool, I think it looks cool, I'm gonna skate it good even if it's kind of bad. But I think the actual performance of this shoe is like really good anyway, so that's why they skate so good. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys have tried them out. Let me know if the mesh ripped for you guys. I've seen that happen with so many people. This part just like breaking out in like the first week or first session. People say that they just like don't last for them. If there's any new shoes that you guys want to see me make a video on, comment it down below and I'll try skate them. I actually already got my next shoes. These are the Converse Sean Pablo. Weird shoe for me to try, I feel like, because I am not this type of skater. Because I've been liking skating Nike recently, I would try something even more different, try get something trendy. I don't know, something weird. Let me know what you guys think down below. Well, thanks for watching. Check back in a couple of days for another one. I've been working on the next one and I think it's going to be really sick. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I like it a lot. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Also, what do you guys think of my new t-shirt? It's got a dog on it.